In 2014, Russian separatists took control of one-third of the Luhansk and Donetsk areas. Looks like Putin is going to give them control of the rest. I think there'll be an invasion to give them control of the rest of this territory. I wonder whether this was Putin's objective all the time, not just to take this territory, but to see how he could use it to change the power dynamics in Europe, to split NATO. And I'm very curious whether giving the other two-thirds of these territories to the separatists would be enough to force the Germans to support sanctions. I think that's a real question.
You know, Fred, just getting some bulletins here over the wire. We don't have a translation of this speech, unfortunately, but being reported by Reuters, Putin says Ukraine is an integral part of our own history. Putin calls eastern Ukraine ancient Russian lands, and he goes on to say that modern Ukraine was created by communist Russia. So he's definitely weaving a narrative here to say that the Donbass region, Donetsk and Luhansk, are inherently Russian, and therefore they should be, if not a part of Russia, independent and within the Russian sphere. The question is, can he pull that off without provoking a crippling response from the European Union and the United States, at least economically?
Putin has never regarded Ukraine as a real country. He thinks it's part of historical Russia. He said this frequently. I think he's wrong, but there are historic reasons of the Rus people who began historic Russia that Putin has talked about. There's religious reasons. But will seizing this two-thirds of the Donetsk and Luhansk area be enough to actually push the crippling sanctions on Putin? I wonder whether this is also a probe. Putin is trying to see, while we have a weak president, while the situation in Europe is changing because of the energy situation, how far can he go? And I think we may get past this conflict, but I'm wondering, what will Putin do next year after he takes the other two-thirds of this territory? What will his target be next?